Hi there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lexie, and I know it's been a while since I have uploaded a video. It's been a couple months. There's some things happening in our life that has kind of kept me from uploading, some big changes. So I figured I would come on here and update you about what is going on and talk about some of the books I have read. The last couple months has not been like good reading times for me. I haven't been able to read much, and it's been a little bit difficult for me, but I'll explain. So what's happening and why I haven't really been doing videos or reading a lot or anything, and that's because if you followed the channel for a while, you would know that my husband and I have been trying to expand our family, and we did have a loss back in October, but good news is we are pregnant. We are about 5 months along, just shy of 5 months. I am 19 weeks this week. This baby's healthy so far, so am I. So we're doing really good, but this pregnancy has been kicking my butt. My first pregnancy with my son was very, very easy. I was just tired, so I just slept a lot. This one has been everything else. I've been tired, but also very, very nauseous. I've been sick. I just haven't been able to focus to read. So that's why I literally have just a few books for the last few months. And that's why I really haven't done videos, because I haven't really wanted to put out there that we're expecting yet due to our loss last year. So I wanted to make sure everything was happy and healthy before we announced or we said anything. And so I didn't want to just come on here and go, well, I read one book and then that just be a terrible video, because there's really nothing to update. So yeah, that's what's up. We found out we're having another boy, so we are going to be a family of boys. Yeah, so this will be our last baby. We want two, and we will be happy. So yes, I get to be a boy mom. I'm excited and terrified all at the same time. My son is a handful. So is his father. So having another one, I think I'm in for a world of never dull moments. I guess that's the way I can put it, but I'm very excited. We're very excited, very happy. So yeah, so that's what's been going on. That's why I haven't really been updating or reading or anything. So I will warn you, I'm going to be filming these videos and I run out of breath very easily now, and I probably look tired and everything, because I am. It's a struggle, but we're getting through it. So yeah, so let's just jump in and start talking about some of the books that I have read. I filmed a video a couple months back and it just never got to editing. I was too tired and I never got to do it. So we're just going to kind of go through. I think this is from the month of June all the way through, I'm going to say August. I think I'll probably finish 1 or 2 books by the time August is finished, but I'm not going to guarantee that. So we'll see. Okay, so I did read the final 3 last books of the Harry Potter series. I reread them. I reread Harry Potter, I think, at least every year. It's just kind of like my happy place, my favorite series to go back to. I listened to these. I did not read these because these are monsters. And listening to books has been my go-to the last couple of months. It's made it easier. So the last 3 books are Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So these are probably some of my favorites, only because the farther you get on or go in the series, the more information and just the more you learn about the wizarding world and Harry Potter and his friends and allies themselves. So that's why the later books and movies are my favorite. I have a hard time getting through the first 3 books and the first 3 movies. I don't know why. There's something about them that just, I don't know. It's from Goblet of Fire on is when the series really takes off for me and where I really enjoy it. So yeah, I reread these 3 and I'm not going to go into much detail because I just don't feel like I need to. It's Harry Potter. And if you've read it by now, you know, and if you haven't, then, you know, that's your decision, that's your choice, and I really don't want to go into too much detail, because if you haven't read it, then I don't want to give away anything. Okay, so one of the next books that I finished, and this was my most recent finish, is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. So this was one of my goals, was to actually read this series this summer, because I've never read it. I've always liked the movies. The movies are always something I watch during the summer. So I was like, you know what? Let's give the books a chance. So I've only read the first one so far. I'm going to pick up the second one when I'm done reading the book I am now, which is, I think it's Majesty's or Majesty. It's the second book to the American Royal series. If you've watched my previous videos, you know I loved the American Royals first book, so I'm reading the second one just to kind of give me a break, because I didn't want to read all 4 of the Sisterhood and the Traveling Pants, you know, in a row and then kind of burn out on the series, so I didn't want to do that. So I'm kind of putting books in between. So what can I say about this? I guess I went really slow through this book because it kind of followed the movie. The movie was pretty accurate, or pretty close to this book. Like the Lena and Costas storyline was different, but I still moved pretty slow through this book because I pretty much knew what was happening. So I'm assuming that later on in the series I'll be excited, and because I really don't even remember the second movie at all. So I'm sure that the later books in the series I'll read a little bit faster, hopefully, because I don't know what happens, and I like that. I don't like watching movies and then reading books because I just feel like the book is spoiled. But I did finish it, and I'd probably rate it a 3-star, maybe, but I'm really not consistent on my ratings because I pretty much like a book or I don't. And I give the details why. If I didn't read the book, it would or if I didn't watch the movie, it would probably been a better rating or a better experience. I'll just put it that way. Okay, the next 2 books I listened to. And this one I was really excited about. Again, if you've seen previous videos, you know I've talked about this book a lot. And I was really excited to read it. And it actually came up on I think it's Audible Escape. It's the one where you get the books included with your membership. And this came up as included, and I was really excited because this was on my TBR, but I just didn't get a chance to actually pick up the book. So when I saw that it was included and I was able to listen to it on Audible, I was really excited. So this is Back in the Burbs by Tracy Wolff and Avery Flynn. Excuse me. So this one I was really, really excited about. It just sounded like a really fun read. My camera is having a hard time focusing. Every time I move, if you notice that, I'm sorry. So I'm going to try to go through this last part pretty quickly because I am in the room and I've had to turn off the air conditioner because I feel like you would be able to hear it and it's getting really hot in here. So we're going to try to breeze through this. But I was really excited to read this book, and this book did not disappoint. This was just such a fun, just summer read. Honestly, it could be summer, it can be any time, but I had fun. Is it the best written book I've read? No. But you know what? It was fun, and that's all that matters to me. So this follows It's been a while since I've listened to this, so I can't even remember her name. Well, I don't remember it, and I'm not going to go searching. So, the main character, she ends up inheriting a house from her aunt who had passed away. And she gets to the house, and the house is a disaster. There's so many HOA violations. Her aunt turns out to be a pack rat, and so pretty much she needs to fix up this house and clean it up and pretty much get all the HOA violations done, and in order to live in the house. There's other things going on. I'm not gonna spoil it. But she is going through life changes due in her marriage, and she's having to start over. And so pretty much she's cleaning up her life at the same time as she's cleaning up her new house and her aunt's stuff that she left behind. And it's a really fun book because there is some humor, there is some of all of that, but it's really about her finding herself. You know, sometimes when you get married, you end up losing who you are, and you just turn into somebody different, and you kind of lose that sense of who you are individually. And she learns that about herself. She learns who she is, what she wants to do, where she's going. And it was just a fun book to watch her just change. She had been set in her ways for so long that now it's like her world got turned upside down. And it was nice to watch. It was a great ending. Well, I guess a happy ending. Was it great? Okay, maybe. It was good. I'm not going to say great. It was good. But it was a happy ending, all that stuff. So I think that this is fun. If you have Audible, just go listen to it. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was easy. And yeah. Okay, next was People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I know this is everywhere, but I listened to this one as well. I did have the actual copy, but I listened to it. And Emily Henry is a good author. Another book that I finished was Beach Read by her, and I have to say I liked Beach Read more than this. I don't know why. Maybe I just like the storyline better or whatever, but following Alex and Poppy in this book, it was a fun trip. It was like a fun little journey through the book. It was. I would probably give this 3.5 to 4 stars. I feel like I knew what was happening, like what was going to happen from the very beginning. I knew the ending, and I just felt kind of like the book was a little drawn out maybe. But maybe that was just me, and it could also be where I am right now, where it's very, very hard for me to focus, and maybe because I was having such a hard time focusing on the audio book, that maybe that's why I just didn't have such a good time with it. But this one was a good read, don't get me wrong. It was a good summer read, but I think that it was just, I don't know, maybe I didn't connect with the characters or something. But I'm not saying it was a bad book. I'm having a hard time getting out because so many people love this book, and don't get me wrong, it's a good book, but there was just something about it that did not like go, ooh, 5-star for me. I don't know, I guess. So maybe there was so much hype about it that I was so excited about it, and it just didn't hit like Beach Read did. But I'm not saying it's terrible. It was still a good book. So definitely go read it. If you have read it, give me your opinion. Let me know. Leave a comment down below because I would love to know what you think about it. I know a lot of people are raving about it, and that's great. And I'm not going to be one that says 100% go, it's 5-star. But I'm also going to be like, not going to be like, well, it was terrible, because I would probably say I'm at like the 80% mark. I liked it. I did, but it wasn't just like 100% I fell in love with it. So the next, I guess I can bring it up because I have already let you know, but I did read Beach Read, also by Emily Henry. I rated this a 4-star. I liked this book more than People We Meet on Vacation. I think I love the characters a little bit more. I think I liked the family drama, the family drama aspect in it. That brought a different dynamic. I liked that each of the characters was an author, but they were writing different genres. I like that. That was very, very different and very unique, and I liked it. It was fun to watch a romance writer write, what did he write? I can't even remember what genre he wrote for. But to watch them completely change their ways and their thinking, and it was kind of an enemies to lovers, but not really. It was like enemies to lovers / one liked the other but didn't say anything, so the other didn't know. I don't know. There was just a lot more dynamics to it, and I liked it a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe it was the beach setting. Maybe I don't know. But I liked a beach read more. Sorry, my dog's barking. So yes, I definitely have to say Beach Read was my favorite compared to People We Meet on Vacation. Maybe it's because I read People We Meet on Vacation right after I read Beach Read, and maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. But everybody has their favorites. So yes, Beach Read. So let me see what other books that I've read. Did I read? Okay, so this would have put, I'm trying to remember which ones that I have talked about, which ones I haven't. And I don't think I've talked about this one, and if I have, sorry, I'm having a hard time remembering. But Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Mcquisten. And this one I think was definitely worth the hype. I loved Red, White, and Royal Blue. I don't remember their names. I am really terrible with names, and especially I get that really bad pregnancy brain where I forget like everything. I have to write everything down because I forget it all. But both of the main characters I thought were just, I just love them. I loved both of them. The Prince of Wales and the first son of the United States. I loved the romance between them. I actually just watched a video, and I can't remember who it was. She said that she wasn't a big fan of the politics in this book. She says that she thought that there was too much in it, and I don't know if I agree. And if you agree, please let me know. But I don't know if I agree, because I think that the politics played a huge role in it. We've never, at least from my knowledge or all that, but I don't really study the first sons of the United States. I don't think we've had an openly gay first son, and we haven't had an openly gay Prince of Wales. So we needed to see the political aspect of it, because that's a huge thing for the world, you know. We've seen in the recent past couple years, or 10 whatever years it was, we've had a black president. That was huge. We've had now a woman vice president. That's huge. But we've never seen openly gay men or women in the Oval Office or the royal family. And so I think that the politics in the book was needed. I liked that aspect. I liked to see how the world essentially was reacting to that, because that's a big thing for the world. The first son and Prince of Wales are dating. That's a huge thing. So I think that the political aspect needed to be in there. I don't think it was too much, but that's my opinion. If you disagree, please let me know. I would love to know why. But other than that, I think it was such a cute story. I loved watching it go from enemies to lovers to friends to lovers, and so forth and so on. There was a lot of different dynamics and a lot of things that were like bumps in the road, but you know, it was interesting to watch how the royal family treated it, the Verse family treated it, how kind of essentially the world, at least in the book, came together for them, and I thought that was great. So yeah, Red, White, and Royal Blue was, I think, worth the hype. I went in expecting a great book, and I came out with, you know, thinking it was a great book. So definitely one of the ones that are worth the hype, in my opinion. Okay, and I think one of the last ones, and this is a random one that I picked up that's included in the Audible subscription, and it's called All Eyes on Us by Kit Frick. I didn't go into this thinking, oh, I'm really excited to listen to this book. I'm super excited. You know, I didn't have many expectations because I'd never heard of it. I just saw it, I read the description, and it looked good. It sounded good, so I was like, let's give it a shot. And I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not going to say it's one of the best books I've read or listened to, but pleasantly surprised. It's a young adult. I'm not going to call it a thriller. I'm going to call it a mystery. And I did not see it coming. Like, the ending I did not see coming. So this follows... Oh, excuse me. It's getting close to my nap time. I do take a nap every day. This follows essentially a love triangle, a boyfriend and girlfriend, and then the boyfriend's mistress. And an anonymous texter starts texting both the girlfriend and the mistress saying that they need to out the boyfriend about what he has been doing and essentially everything in the world, like, and everything that he's done wrong, and pretty much destroy him because he's from a very, very prominent, wealthy family. He's going to inherit all this stuff. So they pretty much want to ruin him, destroy him and his future. Well, so they go on and they think they know. Some pretty big things happen from the, or by the, blackmailer? Blackmailer I would call him. But I thought I kind of knew who the blackmailer was, and maybe I just wasn't paying too close of attention, but I was completely wrong, and the ending kind of surprised me. I maybe had an inclination, but I was like, that can't be it. And then it was, and I was like, wow, that was a pretty good surprise. I was pleasantly surprised with this book. Like I said, I didn't go in with, you know, any expectations, but it was a decent plot and decent end. So I would say if you're kind of bored and you just want to listen to a book and you have the subscription with the catalog available, I would definitely check it out because I don't regret it. Okay, so that ends the video. Those are all the books I've read. That's why I have been absent for a little while. I'm hoping to be back a little bit more, but we're gonna see. If I get one video out a week, I'm not gonna push it too much. I want to try for 2, but like I said, I'm not gonna push myself too much. So yeah, I'll be filming a TBR video or like books that I want to read coming up soon. So if you've read any of these books, please let me know what you think. If your opinions kind of went with mine or if you disagreed with the opinions, I would love to know. If you want to read them, again, just let me know. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks!